Hello Mechwarriors, how is it going? Welcome to your daily dose of Mechwarrior Online. Today we are playing the Hunchback IIC, and as you can see we are doing some PPC shenanigans, and I love this mech for it because it has access to jump jets, it is mobile, it has very high hardpoints as you can see, which means that if you can see your enemies you can shoot them, and that's cool. You can also see that we have some lasers on top of our PPCs here, and those are micro lasers. I really value those micro lasers because they deal 2.4 damage each, which is around about 15 in total, and those 15 damage, they can really help you out getting some additional burst if you're getting pushed by a brawler, because your PPC cooldown is quite lengthy. You have a 5-second cooldown on those. Of course, they are great at shooting at range, and they deal quite a significant amount of pinpoint damage, but sometimes you find yourself in a brawl, and sometimes you cannot really get an angle at longer ranges on the enemies, and you are forced to follow up with your team, and that means that the micros are gonna come in handy, and they're going to be very, very useful. For me, this loadout here is, I think, the most balanced one. We have a good amount of heat management here. We have 20 heat sinks as well as an XL engine 255. That is almost the lowest. The 250 is the lowest actually, but 255 is the same. The lowest without the need of additional heat sinks to fill it up to 10, because, you know, the engine comes only with 9 heat sinks, and to make the mech viable you have to have 10. But point being, I think this is just good as it is. 4 jump jets give us great jumping capacity, so we can pop-tart at the enemies, and yeah, we have 2 PPCs and 6 micros. What shall I say more than that? Now, let's take a look at the skill build here. We have invested into the firepower tree on the left and right arm here, going down with cooldown, range, and then most importantly heat gen plus additional velocity. We get a lot of heat gen nodes down here, which really helps us cooling the mech down. And the velocity node down there is damn good for the PPC. I also invested a little bit into survivability. Having some additional armor here on the left side of the survivability tree is handy. I think it's not quite needed because best case scenario is you don't get shot at all, because you're a second liner, third liner, fifth liner. You stay all the way in the back and you just deliver pinpoint damage, suppress the enemies, and try to go for their weak spots. But having that is good. It's nice to have. Again, not really necessary. If you don't want it, you can put your points into something else. For example, speed, if you like that. But yet again, I like armor a little bit more than speed, so I was prioritizing that. We have, obviously, full cool run, full heat containment here, and that's because our PPCs will rack up a lot of heat over time, and we're gonna mitigate that with those here. That's really damn good. And as you can see, we are running seismic sensor today, as well as a good amount of radio deprivation. The seismic sensor mostly because I want to see if there are enemy light mechs, if there are backstabbers closing in, and I want to see that when I'm, you know, dispatched from the team, when they maybe spotted me, and I'm so focused on the front line trying to snipe down enemies in tunnel vision. By the way, you should always look between your shots, look at the minimap, see where you are relative to your team, relative to your enemies, and then adjust your position if needed. But yeah, if you're getting into tunnel vision, the seismic sensor will help you because it makes a big ping on your map when light mechs are closing in. We also have double cool shot and double artillery. The artillery mostly because we have 4 jump jets, which makes it so that we can thrust ourselves into the air and drop the artillery on the unaware heads of our doomed enemies, and then we pop back to cover and wait for the impact to crush our foes. And that's the build, everybody. I wish you all a lot of fun in the 2 games that are coming, and if you have that, then don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now it's time to hit the battlefield. Alright, first game of the day. We are playing, I don't know. We were playing Drumline Desert. We are playing Try to Shoot a Piranha at long range. Let's go with that, and that actually hit. And once more, actually. Okay, not quite. We're playing Domination on the Drumline Desert. There's one more guy. Sniping him, and we actually hit the next shot. That's pretty cool. We deal a good amount of early damage. Sadly, he was dodging it, or I was not on point. Both is true, actually. A little bit lower and that would have hit. Okay, never mind. Let's try to get into a nice position where we are not exposing ourselves too much, but we still are able to deal damage. For example, this area here. Enemies will be coming from the high ground there and from this area. I don't think that the enemy assault mechs are there still. No. Could have made the snapshot against this guy, but I didn't want to. 3, 1. Alright. Not quite. Not quite. Here we go. It seems that the enemies are on the high ground down there. And what I think that I shouldn't do is stay in the open like that. Without moving around at all. Okay, Cicada, got a shot. Everybody gets a shot here. And at the moment we're just you know, just making those snapshots happen. Later on, we can focus harder. What is happening right now is it seems that we have a push going on onto the right side. So I'm gonna definitely go with my team because they enable us angles on the enemies. While they are fighting, we can just shoot into the brawl and... Okay, there's a strike coming down. And deal some additional damage. Okay, it might have seemed a bit counterintuitive moving into that strike. I cannot twist anymore. Twist angle is over. But I was just going through it. That's my strike now coming down. Okay, there's the side torso destroyed. Yeah, we're gonna go for the cicada up high. Nice, that was a solid hit to the center. Strike is also getting a lot of damage out there, and we are in a 3-0 scenario. Yet again, if I want to deal damage, I cannot stay in one static position here. Not on this map, not in this scenario. We have to keep moving, sadly. Which means we're gonna pair up with somebody that is providing us an angle on the enemy by distracting them. And then we're gonna try at least. Ow. Okay, component destroy was just an arm, sadly. But yeah, we're gonna try to find an angle on those guys while they are engaged already. My Corsair is pushing forward, so we're gonna do the same thing. Going in when they have... Go for the headshot. I was trying. The dream was real. The Rack Sleipnir. Sadly, that was a miss. But yeah, it seems that my team is wrecking the enemies like crazy. Where did the Sleipnir go? Where did the Cicada go? I mean, there's that guy. And here we go with the micros, trying to bite our way out of this. Got him! Got him. And the hit management is pretty damn glorious. So, as you can see, we are not really in any tough fighting situation. Oh, that was weird. Alright. Hello, Herbie. You have no machine guns anymore, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That guy is down. And here comes the Marauder. The last target on the board. Holy cow. Getting destroyed. I mean, yeah, we kind of stumped the enemy team, but can maybe see the potential of the build nonetheless. The problem with stumps is that you don't get to deal your damage. You just don't have the time to deal your damage over time. Actually, we did a good amount of damage, but that's probably also artillery strikes. Point stand still. This build, it really wants to deliver the damage over time, engaging very early, engaging at longer ranges, and then dragging the game out. But hey, it works, and if it works, then it works. So, 1 killing blow, 9 assists, 4 kill most damage dealt, 746 damage done. And that's the first round. Let's go over to the next one and see how this will go down. Alright, second game of the day. We are playing the Rubellite Oasis, we are playing Skirmish, and obviously I want to get to high ground as quickly as possible, trying to get those nice snapshots at long ranges out to the enemy's faces, and deal some early damage. Damage that you deal while not taking damage is good damage. That is how you win the game. It's kind of basic math, right? If you deal damage while the enemies are not dealing damage, then you win the game. Easy as that. And since we are a long range dude, we should engage at long range, and we should engage early on to soften up the enemies and take advantage out of our range. And that's what we do. Now, let's go up on the Echo 7 high ground. The enemies will be in the Fox 5 area, and with a bit of luck and good aim, we're gonna crush them. Let's see. Let's see about that. Nobody there yet. Okay, we're gonna pursue our path on the right side. Nothing there yet. Come on, guys, show yourself. The problem is that I'm highly susceptible to enemy snipers if I'm staying on the high ground like that. Okay, we hit him, but we didn't really deal damage there. That's the same Cyclops from before. That was a very bright and white Cyclops. Okay, we hit him. Yet again, it's just tiny bits of damage there. Although I gotta say, at that range, we actually deal or start dealing damage. Okay, that didn't hit. And, yeah, I want to stay on the high, obviously, because we have good overview here. So, let's use our jump jets. Alright, protected medium. Alright, that's good. Protected medium is basically a thing that you get. It's like a mini achievement when you deal damage. While you have, we have a friend around that is 1 weight class higher than you, and you deal damage to the enemy while that's the case. I'm gonna take leg damage here. That was unintentional. I was trying to get over to the right side, and now I basically lost my high ground. I basically lost my good position. But I have somebody here, that was the Marauder 2C, that needs shooting. So, oh my god, that does nothing, obviously. Trying to jump, to mess with his aim. Okay, I think we We shouldn't really contest him, but we can maybe get another snapshot out. Okay, I didn't see him because of the explosions. I thought he was, his forward movement was a bit more than what he, okay, was actually doing. Cool. There's the Marauder, by the way. That was the guy that I was intentionally trying to shoot there. Oh my god, this poor guy. Completely separated from his team. Getting shot by our light mechs now. And we're gonna help out by just trying to shoot him a bit more. Come on, let's be quick about this. The sooner we get our lights out of there, the better it is, because then they can engage on a different angle, on a different target. Okay, cool. So, let's get on the high ground again. We have 4 jump jets, which should be enough to get up here easily. Unless we are getting stuck on the ridge there. I hate when that happens. You almost got it. That's an urban mech, R60L, AC-20. We have a standard engine urban mech in our back, AC-20, guys.
Where is it, sorry?
Fox 4, standard engine.
New target.
Urban mech, AC-20. Okay. I want to help out here, honestly. And I think we can. I want to go for an artillery strike down there. Okay. And now we have to pull back. I mean, no, do we? Do we actually? Do we have to pull back in this scenario? See, I don't think so, because we have the brawlers around, we have the heavies and assault mechs. And alright. Madcat is caught, guys. Madcat is Foxtrot. Can I help up there? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna try to hunt the Piranha. Big pinpoint damage is what they don't like. That was a good hit. Get the Piranha, guys. Nice shot. Alright, so 5 and 6 and 4. Still, Huntsman up there, flying around. Huntsman in the back, Golf is almost down. Here's the Cyclops again. Let's try to go for the second headshot. Oh man, anticipation, it fails me today. I'm gonna pop my cool shot because we're gonna be in that fight for a little longer. And I want the cooldown ticking already. It's another light mech. What is wrong with my PPC? Sometimes they are going straight through my enemies. That was good though. Urban mech coming down. I don't know. I don't know if the Huntsman is down. The Cyclops is gonna kill us. Gonna try to go for something squishier. And we have to maneuver around here. So, I cannot mess around anymore. Way to go. Hit that guy. We are 9 and 7 now. I think the Cyclops is dead. Yeah, and the Urban Mech is gonna get killed soon too. Let's see if it's gonna be us or him. Sun Spider. ATMs. We definitely need to close distance because they have a minimum dead zone. Minimum range dead zone. It's a bit of a shame that we actually missed that shot while he was dodging down there. Go for the Mad Dog Kilo. Let's see. He is Streaks. Give me that. Thank you. Nice follow up there, Dan. Oh, Devilman. Dan, Devilman. Kind of the same thing. Thank you, Devil. And here's the Sun Spider. Let's make sure that we break line of sight every now and then while we are closing distance, so that he cannot get a full lock on us. Okay. Jumping. He's quite fast. He's as fast as we are. So, actually, yeah, it's 81 kph, so we should be able to follow up on him. Especially when we are managing to destroy his side torso. And now he's intercepted by our other guy, which is perfect. Okay, and now the micro lasers! And we got him! Cool! So, this is why I like having micro lasers here, because sometimes you are getting in those close range scenarios, and sometimes getting that extra burst of damage out is what you actually need. And I think we did quite well in this one here. We got 2 killing blows, 10 assists, we got 2 kill most damage dealt, 795 damage, as well as 6 components destroyed. That was your daily dose for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me, go down below to the description. There's the link to my Patreon page, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Goodbye.